Fátima, and I'm talking to you from Newfoundland, Canada. So welcome and welcome back. I'm very happy. For the first time since the pandemic, I went to a festival of Fibre Fest. We went to PEI Fibre Fest last week. That was last week. And I was very happy. I had two classes, one on double knitting and one on brioche. And I just need time now to start practicing it, but I really like the classes and I like the show. The venue was not too big, but it was big enough. It was nice. It was not the same as when I went to Ontario with my friends Rosalind, Michelle, and Chris. I really miss them. It is nicer when you are together, but it was nice nevertheless. So the other thing we did is, it was the first time in almost 6 years that I have vacation. I traveled before, but I was working and traveling. And because I was working, last time we went to Prince Edward Island, we went to the Green Gables house, but we were not able to get in because they were already closed by the time we got there, because it was after my work. This time we were able to go, and at the end MeHi is going to put some footages of the house from Luce Montgomery's aunt, that is Green Gables, the house that inspired her to write Anne of Green Gables. And something of the Fibre Fest. I think he's going to also put something of the fall here in Newfoundland when we came back, because we had some pretty nice footage when we just got into Newfoundland. One sad thing is that Luce Montgomery that wrote Anne of Green Gables, she suffered depression, and at the age of 48 she ended up overdosing. So it made me think that we are in a better place now, because now at least people are more open to mental disease and they can look for help. It's not so bad perceived as it was before. I can only imagine how much she suffered during her time, because it was not an open thing to talk about. But she wrote a lot of good things. I love Anne of Green Gables, and I loved visiting the house. It was very interesting. I hope you enjoy. Now, finished objects. So I wanted to do this hat from the magazine that I showed last episode. And what I did is I did this part when I was home, and I left the rest to do when I was on the road. Because this, you start with the provisionary caston, and then you have to take it off, knit two together, and then go on knitting from there. And the funny thing is that in the pattern it said for you to knit two after you join everything, to start with 2 purls and then knit. And I thought, I don't like that, and I did the opposite. So I had the lines here matching these lines. In the original, it changed a little bit. But the thing is, when I was to do the top, what happened is that the beginning of the decreases was not right. So I just moved 2 stitches, and I started where it was, and I did it. And I think it goes very well. It covers my ears. That's what I like. And I like it. So one hat, I need to still weave in the ends. The second finished object, or the first, because this is what I finished first, is this cover. We were going to travel with the trailer, so I thought, well, if it's too cold, I can heat up and put on the dog's bed so that they're warm, because we keep covering them and they keep uncovering. In the end, we got 26 degrees in PEI. It was pretty nice, so we didn't need to use it. But what I did is I had one free pattern for a water bottle from Mary Wallen that she does like this from here around, and then she joins it together and puts some crochet lace. But for the dogs, I didn't think it was a good idea. So then I looked at another pattern that I have from the All Over from Kate Daves, and what she does, and that's what I decided to do. But in her case, what she does is she does the whole thing and then she does an afterthought opening. I don't like afterthought openings. So what I did is I did 2 rows or 3 rows of rib, and then I cast off, and then I cast on again and went on to the top. And because there was the opening, it was easy to put the water bottle in and start doing it. The patterns I just took from the book from Star Moore, and because she has this book with a lot of patterns, so I'll put the link of the book down. And this is what I did. So I kind of like it. It's an easy in and out. I need to weave in the ends, but it was a nice, easy knit to do in the car because I was not really following a pattern. I was just looking for some easy stuff. And this is my second finished project. My third finished project is from my Portuguese knitting community, Nana, that is Mãos de Vera. She every October she has a podcast called Mãos de Vera, sometimes in English. And what she did is every month of October she has a knit along, a sock knit along. So I knit this. This is the Starry Night socks. It was really nice pattern. What I liked about this sock is that she does not color work because it's the same color, but you go on working with 2 colors here, 2 strands of yarn, and this reinforces the heel. So all the color work that I have been doing so far for socks, you do this in color work, this in color work, and then here you use only 1 strand, and this is the area that you need more strength. So for my other socks, what I do is I knit this in 225 millimeters needles, and this also in 225, and then I do the color work in 3 millimeters. So for this one, I just kept on. I did this in 225, and I kept on in 3 millimeters up to the end because I was using 2 strands of yarn all over this. So it's pretty cool. I like it. And she has 4 different sizes. So I chose the M size, the second size, and it fits, goes through my ankle nicely. So, and it's very warm, and I think it's really nice that she did the two colors. Then I have a half finished project. I had started this and I had so many work in progress that I forgot to show it my last episode. But I'll put the book here. It's a socks book, but I made a mistake. So I made a mistake right here, and I kept this. I finished it yesterday, this sock, and I left this here because I will do some duplicate stitch in this area just to go on like the rest, because I did the mistake here. So I'll do the duplicate stitch to fix that, and then I'll start on the second feet. I normally don't like to do that. I like to work both socks at the same time like I did this one. So I do the other thing is this is both of them start on the cuff, and I prefer toe up than cuff down. So it's a hard one to do. But what I like to do is I do the cuffs, I come up to the heel, then I start this one, go up to the heel, then I do both heels, and then I keep going. Like this for me is better because then when I finish one sock, it's just a little bit of the second sock. This way I have to do the whole sock. So these are my finished projects. And what I have since last time is my knit along from the Martin story and row and knit along. So I have 8 blocks of this. I haven't blocked any of them. I have 8 of this, and I had one of the next block. So the good thing is that for the Martin story, the next blocks here. The other blocks are 6 of each only. So that's good. But I'm gonna mixture a little bit with purchases because I went to PEI and Fleece and Harmony. They are in PEI. They were organizing the festival and everything. So I decided to buy more of this color for 2 reasons. So initially, I had bought these 2 colors to do one blanket that would be 2 colors only, and then the other blanket that had 6 colors or 5 colors. And I did the first sample and I didn't like the colors because they are so close that you can hardly see. So instead I decided I'm not going to use this for the blanket. I'm going to make one blanket only, and I will use this for a sweater. So to go with the sweater, I bought 4 more of this, that is the clay, because then I can, if I decide to make the blanket bigger, I can use this. And if I don't, and with the leftover, I will put together with this one that I have 5 balls of this, and I have a bunch of this, 4 more balls of this than the required. So I can add to the blanket, or I can make this too, and this looks really good together because that was the combination. Oh, this way, upside down. And what I'm thinking is after I join everything, I will put some fleece underneath the blanket. The back is not that bad, even this one that was longer, but like if you look at this one, it's even better, the back. But I think it would be nicer if I have a little fleece in the back. So I have to get back to it because I didn't work. Then from the other book, I knitted the first block, and I really like it. It's the thing is, it's a little bit like brioche because you go with one thread this way, then you get the other thread and go this way, and you come back with both. But I thought this was a nice fabric. I really like it. I want to try some other fabrics. I think I started another one and then I stopped. I have a bunch of merino that I hand spun. Yeah, I don't know where it is. But I want to make the second ball, the second square with blue and green and orange. That was the idea. So not with the same stitch, but I want to try the stitches of the book. So, but this is like very slowly, no pressure. I want to finish the Martin story thing first. So I took my Starburst to the trip, and I got to the point that I have to stop and read the chart. I finished the section that I was, and now I think I just have one section more. And I start with the other color. So the shawl is huge because it was to be done in fingering, and because I joined 2 threads of lace and something else, I think it is, oh, this is the wrong side. Oh gosh, fell some stitches there. Okay, I'll have to do it later because, or probably undo this row. Just a second. I think I got it. So this is the shawl. I don't know which side is the right one, so I should put a label in the end just to see, and now I dropped on the other side. Okay. So this is the shawl. I have to finish it now. It's just, and I'm going to use just the alpaca. And this is a thicker alpaca, so I think it's going to work perfectly. It's the same alpaca. My friend Michelle, she gave me a lot of alpaca yarn, and some were lace, and this is more, this is a 2-ply, but it's a thicker 2-ply. So I'm going to use that to finish, and I think I have to read the pattern now. But I am on the last stages of this pattern. I'll have to check the stitches that fell, but that's all. Then work in progress is that I went to PEI, and I love this shawl. This is the Pogona from Stephen West, and I love the shawl. I love the way it comes on you. It wraps around you. If you want to use a more traditional way, like put it in the front, it reminds me a little bit of Spanish things because this is a little bit curly. I love it. I love it so much that I went to the festival and I bought yarn to make 2 of them. I don't know if I'll make 2, but so I bought this yarn, and this is what I did on the trip. Oops. A little bit messy in here. So I started with the light blue and aqua because it has a little bit of green and everything. So this is the beginning of the shawl. Then I'm going to add this skein that is a darker blue, and this is a skein that has blues, aquas, but it also has some reds. So this is going to be my last skein to use. The other thing, and that's the reason I showed you, I put this on, I haven't blocked this one yet till today. And the reason being is because I was waiting to go to IKEA to get the children's mats, the plastic mats, so that I could block it. And we went there, but we bought a full kitchen and we bought other stuff, and I totally forgot. We went through the kids area, and my husband said, "Oh, I'm glad we don't need anything here." When we were on the road, I remember, yes, I needed something there. Anyway, it's okay. So the thing is that I wanted to show too is that the pattern says for you to make one right, knit one, make one left. And this is how it looks. I was on the ferry when I started knitting this one, and I didn't want to look for which side I had to pull to get the the right increase, like right side increase and left side increase, and I end up doing the opposite. So here you have both. And what I decided, because I had done quite a bunch after I realized I did the opposite, I decided that this is going to be a design feature. As long as I am consistent, but this is the difference when you do the opposite. I did a left increase first and then a right increase after. But I like it. It looks like a little bit of lace. And so this is my last work in progress. I still have other work in progress that I haven't touched, so I didn't bring here. Let me see. Yeah, that was my show. So now purchases. It's not supposed to be a big one because we bought a lot of stuff at IKEA, so we took everything from my wool room. Oh, and by the way, Lucy Montgomery's aunt also had a wool room. I felt we had something in common. It was nice. So from Lichen and Lace, it's Megan Ingman. She dies, and I got this beautiful blue. She had a nice golden dyed yarn, but she had only one or two, and I thought that wouldn't be enough for me to blend with something. So this is marsh mohair, 72% kit mohair and 28% silk, 50 grams for 159 yards, toe tied. So I got 3 of these, and she said that if I need more, I just have to tell her the color and she'll do. Of course, it's going to be a different batch, but it's all right. But I'm hoping that this will be enough to blend with something else that I had. Then I got, I'm sad to say that in PEI they have a lot of mills, and the Belfast Mini Mills is closing. So they were selling a lot, and this was $40 for 4. So 10 Canadian dollars for each skein. That was a very good price. The first day I went there and I didn't buy anything. It was full of stuff. The second day there was just this collar. What was good because I like the collar. So I got 2 bags. And this is a 4 ounces skein, 3-ply, 250 yards. It's superwash merino wool. It's very soft. And I love the collar. Let me see if they put a collar here. No, they don't put a collar. But I bought 2 bags. So I have 8 skeins. And I forgot to get the books that I bought. So I have a pattern in the worsted that I want to use. So I went to the trailer because the books were there. So this is the magazine for the hat. It is the Interweave Fall 2019. And this is the hat. So I also decided to do the hat not so slouch. So I knitted this for 7 inches instead of 7.5 because I don't really like to slouch. So this is the hat. For this I use the Fair Isle Knitting Alice Starr Moore book to get the patterns for this. And I got the worsted book and curated by Amy Gill from La Bien-Aimée. And what I'm thinking of doing with that black, it's this one. It's not black, it's a dark charcoal. It's this sweater. And I have some leftover gold and green in my stash. that I think will be nice to use with this. So that's the plan. So I bought this book from Fleece and Harmony, and I also bought this book from Mary Wallen, Shetland. I didn't buy the yarn to do it. I still have to finish my other Mary Wallen sweater. So I have that. I'm missing something. Oh, I'm missing a lot of things. So these are the 4 balls that I got from the felted tweed, the extra balls that I'm going to use with a grate to do a sweater or to enlarge. And then I got this Kid Silk Haze that I wanted to try, and this is, what is this? 70% mohair and 30% silk, and I want to blend it together with something else that I have. The only problem is that I think this is here. Let me see. This is 230 yards, so 210 meters. I got all the balls she had, and she had only 6. So I'm afraid I might not have enough for what I wanted to do, but I can always order more online. I just wanted to, it was nice to be able to see what it was and to get. Then one of the classes that I wanted to participate is to make one of those mittens that you put fiber in, and then so all these points here is the fleece that you put there, and then as you wear the mittens, the fleece starts to felt, and then it becomes very warm. I didn't open it because I wanted to open here, and I'm hoping they have the pattern there. They do. So what comes, you have the yarn and you have the fleece here. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's called Fleece Artist. They had different colors. I like this one. And the funny thing is I don't see the pattern. They say needles, notions, gauge, skill level, skills, but they don't give me the pattern. There was another paper that came with it that I have to check. It's not here. But anyway, I just wanted to try this, so I will try this later on and let you know. Because I wanted, and there was a class to teach you how to do this, but it was together with the brioche, so I decided to do the brioche. So the other thing is I got this from Yarn Indulgences, and this is baby suri, and I wanted that because I have a lot of alpaca, not so much suri. And suri alpaca is completely different from the regular alpaca. The thing looks like little curls and everything. The only thing is she didn't have any dyed stuff that she had more than 2. So, and this is 300 meters, 50 grams. I decided to buy 5, and I will dye them. It's a tricky thing because it's lace yarn, it's very thin, and some alpaca can felt very easily. So I have to be very careful when dyeing this. And my idea is to blend with some hand spun to make a sweater. So I have 5. I think this is going to be a lot. Maybe I need... Nah, I better dye everything the same color and the same color as the thing. So this is something else that I bought that I will have to dye. And I have some yarn that I spun that I think if I dye everything together in the same pot, then I will get different colors, but I will get the same dye in both. I just need a big pot now because I left mine behind. Okay. Then the other thing, I went to a place that was alpaca. Oh, and my other pogona is, I got the yarn from Yarn Indulgence too. And the yarn that I got was 75 superfine superwash merino wool, 25% nylon. So that's for what I'm knitting now in the blue skein. And then I got this that was from alpaca, dory sock. It is, I think it's 100% alpaca. No, it's 70% extra fine merino, 20% royal alpaca, 10% mulberry silk. I look at the colors and that's what I wanted, and it was an alpaca store, Green Gables alpacas, but it's a blend. So in this case, she didn't have a gradient, but she had these 3 skeins that were very close, so I thought that would be good. So I'm still debating if I'm going to do a new pogona, because after doing the second one, I might get tired of the pattern. But if not, there are some other Stephen West shawls that I have on my queue. I already have the pattern. I just need to do, so this is for another shawl. And, okay, so when we went to PEI, I said I'm going to buy the yarn for the MCAL there. And on the festival started Thursday afternoon, but I went Friday morning for the first class, and so I had time to watch the video, and it was the first version of the MCAL, and I thought it was too polluted, too many ends to weave in, and I said, you know what, I'm not going to do the MCAL. And I felt good about it because it was less stress. I have a lot of works in progress. And I said no. Then, last Thursday, I watched the second MCAL. And then I watched with the first clue again at the end of the episode. I went right to the end to look at how the second clue ended. And I thought I'd like it. So I said, I'm going to make it. So I went to my yarn store here that is Wool Trends. They didn't have a lot of stuff now because they were waiting for their stuff to come, their order to come. So, and I wanted gray tones, and I saw some people that used yellow or a different color on their gray pattern, and I liked it. So what I found available there was this Patton's Croy socks that is 75% wool, 25% nylon in this dark gray. Then I found this, it is called Charbon Carbon. That's what it's called. It's 75% wool lane and 25% nylon. It's also Patton's. So these 2 yarns are Patton's. And then I got this Sanders yarn that I really like this yarn. I just finished my night Starry Night Socks is with this yarn. So I liked it a lot. So I bought 2 of this. And then I was looking for a different color. I thought about making a blue, but I have this Fios da Fazenda, a Brazilian brand, that I think that's what I'm going to use. So the idea would be to go with the colors. I will start with the black, but to go with the colors like this. So light gray, dark gray, red, and black. I still have to start, so I'm late. I'll try not to get too worried about it, but that's what it is. And that's all my shoppings. So now I should not shop anymore. As Kirsty from Woo and Wishes said, she's going to go on a diet till the end of the year. I think I can do that too. A yarn diet up to the end of the year. So anyway, I'm very happy. We on our way back, we went with the big trailer on the street because it's more comfortable for the dogs, but also because we wanted to buy a lot of stuff at IKEA. And sure enough, the trailer was full. And I told my husband when we were driving back home, because once we went to IKEA, we want to come back home, that the trailer was full of goodies. They had a lot of yarn and a lot of IKEA stuff. I bought some baskets that a lady in my class showed me her, so I got that too. I'll show you later. And it was fun. So today is Saturday. I think it's the 14th of October. And Monday, life starts again. So I'll just enjoy the rest of my vacation. I hope you enjoyed the end of the footage after this. If not, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me. Big kiss until next. Bye.
you.